coming to you from Florida. My last day here before I have to fly back to Indianapolis. And just spent the wonderful morning. I had to get up early. I scheduled a morning boat ride around the lakes up in Winter Haven. And he took us around where Cypress Gardens, it's the world famous gardens it used to be. Legoland bought them out. So the only way, I don't want to pay to go in Legoland, I really didn't, but I wanted to see gardens and I wanted to see wildlife, and oh, did I ever see it. I've seen so many ducks and birds and fish and all kinds of things. So I was hoping to see river otters, I guess that's what they are. But we only seen something peeking out. He didn't know if it was an otter or an alligator, so I missed the picture, but seen something peeking out today. Seen some people catch some big fish off of boats, and it was just relaxing to take an hour tour around these lakes and look at the trees and see the gardens from farther away than I would have liked. Would have loved to walk them, but it was an enjoyable morning. I knew it was Saturday, and with COVID and all these things, I thought, let me call. So I called, and they said, just me and another man, his two small children, were interested in the morning cruise. But later in the afternoon, there was a whole bunch of people booked. I was like, let me get the morning cruise where there's not a lot of people. And it was cooler because it's getting hot again in Florida. So if you do things early, it tends to work out. But I enjoyed it, and it was stimulating the economy of Winter Haven. After I took the boat ride, I stopped in town. I mailed a package home, and I seen a little antique store and a plant store sitting next to each other. It looked like a little tiny place. I thought they probably were struggling. I went in there and bought a few things, they started ringing up. I said, don't ring that up. I just laid some money down. I was like, here, you're probably struggling, and we have to support local economies. That's why we were given that money, to stimulate economies. So I'm trying to do my part, even when I'm here, to bless others and to help their businesses. So I got a little story for you. This is my lunch today. Yesterday I splurged and stopped at Carver's. But you see these little pickles? I just found them in their refrigerator. She said I can have anything in the refrigerator. But I like the little sweetness. So, here's the backstory. When I was cutting these up for my little plate of lunch, I remembered a little piece of my history in my childhood. I had a little wild childhood. From the ages 3 to 7, I spent some time in foster care and orphanage. And one summer, I got shipped off to a farm. Help an old lady on her farm. Me and a few other kids that didn't have foster homes. Nobody wanted us. I don't know why nobody wanted me. I was precious. We were sent off to work. And you know what our job was? Picking cucumbers. Did you know cucumbers have little spikes on them? And they hurt your fingers. You were issued like one pair of gloves, and you went out and picked cucumbers for hours. Then you went and gathered eggs. She would shoo all the turkeys and all the bigger things away, and you only dealt with a few hens that were sitting on them. I was scared. That was kind of scary, but I gathered some eggs, and I picked cucumbers. And in the evening, guess what we all had to do? We got on a big wraparound porch, and we snapped beans. And she told us stories of the farms and what cow was getting ready to calf. And I never seen one calf, but she was telling us how exciting that time was. But it was hot days picking cucumbers. A little bigger than this. This is a jerkin. Picking cucumbers. And you had to come in with barrels full. got a big old fruit basket, and you had to fill up so many baskets before you came in to get a drink of water, use the restroom. And sometimes on those visits, you would catch her doing some strange things. So I went in to get something to drink, drop my baskets off, and get another basket. Went in the kitchen to get something to drink. We were allowed to have water. In the evening, she would make us either tea or lemonade. But she was preparing rabbits. She was skinning rabbits. And this little child got so scared. I just thought, oh my goodness. They were already dead, laying in the sink, but she was pulling the skin off them, and I was traumatized. And then she said I needed her to break all the eggs to make everybody scrambled eggs, and she had about 25 of us kids. So I was breaking those eggs, and every now and then you'd find a baby chick, because somebody didn't get the eggs like they were supposed to. We were young, and those big eyes looking at you. I couldn't eat eggs for a couple years after that. And I will never eat a rabbit. Well, unless I'm starving, or you put it in some casserole, and I don't know. But I'm not going to just go out and get rabbits. So that's my childhood story. You know how people say they are poor? Well, I got an aunt, Aunt Carol. Talked to her last night. She's doing good. She said when she was young, her family picked cotton. Yeah, because they were poor. They was picking cotton. So I picked cucumbers all summer long. Got burned up. Gathered eggs. So I was a bit of a farmer. Snap peas, not peas, green beans. So today, that's where I'm going to be, right here in this pool. It's getting hot. It's Saturday. I want to be out here fooling with this virus and everything. I'm going to eat my little lunch and jump in this pool and do my laps and just turn on some music and just chillax. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. From this farmer, I'm Farmer Trina. Have a good day.